eyebrows are very thin and very sparse. First, you want to wipe your face with a wipe or a cleanser or something, basically to strip your eyebrow area from oils or anything that will move your eyebrow pencil, your powder, or whatever. And then I go in with the extra step of puffing with any pressed powder of your choice. I use one that's not too far from my skin tone, so the color is not that bad. I mainly use this to make sure everything is dry, so when I'm going with my pencil, the application is easy and smooth. I love this NYX micro pencil. This is one of my favorite pencils. It's very thin and it's very precise. So I use this spoolie to kind of like brush my eyebrows, make sure like the hairs are facing the right direction, and then I go in with this eyebrow pencil. Ensure to sharpen that pencil. If you use it and it's getting dull, sharpen it again. You get better lines and more like precision when you use a pencil that is neatly sharpened. So I just use this and I go underneath my eyes very lightly. Like, I'm heavy handed, so I have to make sure to go slowly, and I kind of did this in real time, so you see like the process does not need to be rushed. So I use this pencil to basically get the outline of my brows. As you can see, my brows kind of droop down, and I don't really like that because it makes my face look longer, and I always want to go for a snatched look. So I make that arch a bit higher, and I don't like my eyebrows too long, and I don't want them too like boxy. So I try to still fill in just like the natural shape, especially with the top part of my eyebrows, not necessarily bottom. And if your eyebrows are shaved, this would be easier, but my eyebrows are not shaved. I just conceal it with concealer, but that's what I do, and I'm gonna let you guys watch this in real time. Now that I'm done with the outline, now I'm going to go in with this NYX Professional pen. So this is like a thin, think of a really thin, fine-tipped Sharpie. It almost has like an eyeliner kind of tip, but this tip is really good for precision. So I'm using this, I believe, in the shade Espresso. I think this is the darkest shade they have. I do wish they had a shade that was a tad bit darker than this. Again, very light strokes. I love this because it almost like mimics eyebrow strokes, like your eyebrow hairs. Very light strokes. I end up using this to fill in my eyebrows. Again, this process is not rushed, so I'm gonna let you guys watch this in real time. Now that I'm done filling my brows in with the pen, I'm going to go back in with a spoolie and another pencil just to make sure everything is looking nice and equal. I go in and shade this just to fill in any like empty sparse corners. As you can see, the front part of my eyebrows, I don't really like trace it out because I don't want that boxy look. I still want to give it a natural finish. Now we're going to go in with concealer. This is my favorite brush when it comes to doing concealer under my eyebrows. You can see it's very thin at the edge and it's like flat. So that's the brush you want. If you're a beginner, I recommend you using a concealer that's slightly thicker or like a potty based concealer. This concealer is quite light and liquidy, so I can use it because I've been doing it for a minute. So I go in very gently and I take my time. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this in real time. Now I'm going to go in with this brush from Real Techniques. I love Real Techniques brushes, and I'm just going to even everything out and drag that down to my eyelid and the bridge of my nose. Don't be worried, don't be scared. If you're only doing an eyebrow look, then you can use a concealer that's a little bit closer to your skin tone, or you can use your foundation if you want. So I'm just going to blend it in. I also recommend using a different concealer that's a bit darker than the one you put at the bottom of your eyebrows on top, just for a seamless blend. But it doesn't matter here because I'm still going to go over it with foundation, bronzer, and everything. But so far so good. Everything's looking good. As you can see, I don't rush this process. I take my time. And that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys.